Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to MC Small Talk. Ron 801 here with Kate Addick supporting the Lions and Shea Patterson and Jabril Peppers supporting the Wolverines. Just kidding. Sherwood and Ross. We got a lot on our lineup. These boys are heading out to Ann Arbor next Saturday for the game. So talk about how that got started.
Me and Ross already went out to Maryland this year for the game, and I had to make it out to a Penn State game, and got Dose involved, and you know how he is. Yeah, man, I'll go, man.
I was fired up.
This was before Penn State took a hard loss to Ohio State, but
Yeah, sadly,
I was looking for us to be undefeated, but
he was thinking about bailing after that tough loss. But
sold my ticket.
So anyway, we got there's a garage beside my house, and the owner of it has an RV, big Penn State fan, season tickets, tailgate, everything. And he's going out.
shout out Danny King.
He's going to give us a ride out, give us a place to stay, tailgate, have a good time. So hopefully
It's at 3:30, right? 3:30.
3:45, I think it said kickoff. 3:45 kickoff.
3:45.
Yeah, so make sure you tune into that game. I'm sure everyone around here will be watching it. But
Yeah, it should be nice.
Ross, he said, "Dude, can I take my PS3? We play NCAA the whole way out." Saying Attic was all for it, but
That'd be awesome.
Attic said he's going to head back to the bunk bed and just go nap time until they get out to Ann Arbor. How far is Ann Arbor from here?
like 7 hours. Anything's better than the last trip. Ross was studying nursing terms. I mean, we're in the truck and we keep hearing. What were you saying?
It was the people like Florence Nightingale and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take a nap and I'm just listening to nursing terms.
And I failed the test too.
Yeah, so it didn't even pay off.
Dude, come on, Ron.
Well, I thought I had two nurses there that helped me out, and they tried, but they didn't help me out too much. So.
All right.
But shout out to them.
Shout out to him. Didn't work out. Let's talk about the thoughts on the Michigan season thus far.
I think we had a tough loss the first game. I think Shea was still trying to getting fit into the offense, but he's come a long way. I don't think he's not going to put up 300-yard numbers because that's just not Michigan's offense. It's like a run-first offense, control the ball, then hit them hard on defense. So, no, I'm happy with our season so far.
What about you?
I wish we'd have played Notre Dame like second week or third week. We had some bumps that happened, and Shea really wasn't comfortable with the offense yet. But either way, our season's on the right path. We're number 6 in the AP pool right now, so we can always still make the playoff. We just got to win out. Hopefully we can do that, so I'm happy with it.
All right, we'll go to you, Ak. What are your thoughts on the Lions season?
Definitely disappointing so far. I mean, I thought coming this year I was looking at 11-1 or 12-0. But things happen, I guess. Same thing happened last year. Lose to Ohio State and Michigan State, all by 4 or 5 points. It sucks, but it's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
That's what happens.
So what are your predictions for Penn State versus Michigan? I'm on the call. Can't make the picks, but let's go with you first. Score.
Who we picking?
Yeah, score.
Score. I got Penn State. I'm going to go 31-24.
I'm going to go with Michigan 24-10.
I'm going to go Michigan 24-14. I think McSorley's going to score twice, one scrambling and then one throwing, but I don't think Penn State's really going to be able to move the ball against us.
Who do you think are the key players to watch for Michigan offense and defense?
Me first?
Yep.
I'd probably say offense Higdon because he's been kind of our backbone. I think he has 6 games, 100 yards, right? He just ran all over Michigan State, which was the number 1 rush defense, so I think he's going to have his way with Penn State's defense. And for our defense, probably Devin Bush. He's been playing linebacker. He's kind of our leader on defense, him with Chase Winovich and them. So he needs to make plays and really keep McSorley from scrambling around too much. So that's who I'd probably pick for the key players.
My offensive players, I'm going to have to go with Sean McCune or Zach Gentry because Penn State doesn't really have a good pass defense, and our tight ends are just killing it this year. So if they have a big game, then things could get ugly quick. And my defensive players, I'm going to have to go with I'm just going to go with one, Khaleke Hudson, because he's going to be the spy on Trace McSorley. And if if he gets Trace McSorley shut down, then that's ball game.
Who are your impact players for the Lions?
Offense?
Yeah, both.
Offense, I got McSorley and KJ Hamler.
Love it.
And Sanders, we'll see how he does, but he's up in the air. Defense, our defense looks it's sloppy this year.
Who's that cornerback?
Amani.
Warrior, yeah, he's pretty good. Look for him to do something, and maybe Micah P can wrap up a couple tackles.
Maybe he'll get to the ball.
Yeah.
Well, no, he might not. Twitter says Hayden Snook, shout out Hayden Snook. He said that he predicted 2 scores: Michigan 24, PSU 21, or PSU 35, Michigan 21. He says both scenarios Franklin is going to be tested again in the fourth quarter. Either he prevails and brings the fire to stomp the throat of Harbaugh, or he drops the ball again, which wouldn't surprise me. What are your thoughts on that?
I hate hardball. I do hate hardball, but yeah, I don't know.
My thoughts?
Yeah.
From the scores he has, like offensive wise, he's not going at Jim Harbaugh's throat. He's going at Don Brown's throat, and no one wants to go at Don Brown's throat, bro. He's
Well, I think
he's a tough dude.
He said he's been losing sleep about last year's Penn State
He's been
game,
thinking about that game since
he's
last
upset
year.
about
Man. They put up some numbers on him.
Yeah, I went at Don Brown one time.
Yeah.
I thought
That got stupid.
I thought he said Don Brown. He'd like to take a dump on Don Brown or something. And Sherwood,
Oh, he wrapped me up in a.
nice form tackle.
Oh
It was not.
He was apologizing.
No,
Nah.
no apologies.
Yeah, you were.
No.
Talk about Harbaugh versus Franklin, coaching wise.
I always think Harbaugh's a better coach. Franklin is a good recruiter. I'll give him that. But I feel like last year, I think he kind of cost Penn State the season.
What about this year?
Well, he definitely cost him the game against Ohio State to give it to Miles Sanders. That was a dumb call, but I think against Michigan State, I think what cost him that game was interceptions being dropped by that good corner.
That
from
ain't
Penn
coaching
State.
though.
That ain't coaching, but I don't know. I just feel like he's not that good of a coach. Play calling wise, he is not good play caller.
Jim Harbaugh, I mean, I believe in the guy I always have. He's a great coach. He just had quarterback issues his first years. I mean, our starting quarterback was John O'Corn from the Huntington Bearcats.
County.
Indian Valley whooped up on him. So, I mean, you got to give us that. But we gotta just an average QB this year, and look where it's taken us. That's all we need is an average QB to run our offense, and I think he's a great coach. James Franklin, on the other hand, I think he's overrated. Definitely one of the best recruiting coaches in the country. He doesn't know how to manage a game. He calls timeouts and doesn't call timeouts when he needs to or doesn't need to.
Yeah, man.
Play calling wise, I think Joe Moorhead was the whole scheme behind the offense, and I don't think he really has it anymore. And he's definitely overrated. That's my big thought on James Franklin.
Thoughts?
On Franklin?
Both.
Well, Harbaugh, he hasn't won a big game yet for you guys. Other than last week,
Oh.
he beat
He
Michigan
beat
State.
Wisconsin too.
Harbaugh hasn't won a big
Whoa.
He hasn't won a big game.
Let the
yet.
guy talk. Let the guy talk.
He has. And but Franklin, yeah, he recruits. He's an amazing recruiter. He gets the best people in. I don't think it's
Can't develop him.
his. Yeah, man. I don't think he got guys behind him with the defensive coordinator and stuff like that. But yeah, I believe in Franklin. I think he's good.
Thanks for your input. Let's get into your favorite players and favorite era of Penn State football.
All time.
Whole time.
My favorite Penn State player all time would probably have to be.
Don't say Ron Bolden.
Nah, not Rob Bolden. Probably Derek Williams.
Oh, I loved D. Will,
Yeah.
man. That guy, number 2, back to
Oh,
receive.
he was smooth.
He was
quick.
very-
Yeah, he was smooth.
What about current attic?
Right now?
Yeah.
KJ Hamler.
Yep, I'd have to.
He's on your fantasy college football team, right?
Nah, I got
You didn't
Sanders.
pick him up?
No, I got Miles Sanders.
No one knew what Hamler was going to do until he
Who
came
picked
out.
up Johnson? Jawan Johnson.
My dad.
Your dad did.
My dad got Jawan
He's
Johnson.
been sucking.
He's had a few drops, but I mean, he had that one catch, but didn't really make up for all his drops. What's your favorite era? Like the Mike Robinson, you like that?
I like the Daryl Clark era.
Daryl Clark. That was awesome.
That was with Derek Williams. He threw to Derek Williams, Deion Butler, Jordan Norwood.
Straight out state
Those
college.
receivers are. It's unreal.
What a receiving core. All right. Favorite players all time.
Favorite players all time: Denard Robinson, Desmond Howard, Charles Woodson. I really like Jake Butt too. My favorite current player of all time is Lavert Hill. I love that guy. He's awesome.
Jabril Peppers
Brother-
making the list.
Nah,
Attaboy.
brother Delano Hill went to Michigan too. He's a safety for the Denver Broncos, so Michigan family there. And my other favorite would be Tyreek Black, but he hasn't been able to play. Hurt his foot preseason, so I'm excited to get him back. See him put up some numbers.
I'd probably have to say not a lot of guys know about him. Junior Hemingway. He was our leading receiver in 2011, our Sugar Bowl year. He had some pretty nice catches in the Sugar Bowl against Virginia Tech. I don't know if we can get them highlights on or not, but they were sweet catches. He got drafted by the Chiefs, didn't really pan out, but no, I always liked him. I thought he was really underrated.
What's your guys' favorite year?
Denard Robinson era. Denard had Devin Funches, Jeremy Gallen. They were just a fun offense to watch. It
Same
was
for you, Ross?
run and gun.
That was fun, but 05, 06, whenever Henny Manningham.
I'm not Chad Henne.
Dude, he was good for Michigan.
I know he was good, but
We beat you guys with 1 second. That was nice.
What about
Threw it in the back of the end zone. That was out there. We lost you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think we did lose was that the year Michigan was number 1 and no, Ohio State was 1, we were 2. I think we lost to them. And then we lost the Rose Bowl.
What about that 4 overtime game? Were you there?
no.
You were there.
No, I wasn't.
4 OT, we were
I
young.
was-
That was
I felt like
a while
I
ago.
remember that game.
Out
Okay.
A-Rob.
Channing Stribling was a freshman, plays for the 49ers now, cornerback.
A-Rob.
A-Rob went up and just.
It was a good game.
Well, I just remember
That's
laughing.
Hackenberg too.
Yeah, Hackenberg.
I didn't even watch that,
He's-
actually.
Hackenberg's real.
I had Gamecast on my phone watching that game, so I was seeing play-by-play, so...
I just remember I think our kicker had 3 chances to win the game, and every time he was about to kick it, I said, "This game's over." I was yelling at my
You
dad.
were
and
watching it on
stuff.
TV. We were calling each other on the landlines.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Every
But
time.
then
He just missed the field goal.
Like
Yeah,
I
well,
Snapchat you guys after that and said shit on you or something.
Well, I just remember. I think his name was Brandon Gibbons. He was like supposed to win the best kicker of the year award that year until that game. I think Penn State did block. Did they block 1 or 2? They definitely blocked that one.
You know who blocked it?
That guy from Mifflin County.
Bush
Bender introduced us to a guy. He's actually coaching at Mifflin County Junior High right now. He's the one who blocked the kick to win the game. So
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
Boblets.
Boblets, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a relation to Mifflin County there. So that's sick.
Boblets.
But how do you think the rest of the season's going to pan out for Michigan?
I think
Playoff?
I think the game I'm most worried about is
Playoff.
Ohio State's going to be a tough
3?
one, but Penn State, I think we're going to beat them. I think that's going to be closer, though, because McSorley scares me, because Michigan, if there's one weakness to our defense, it's that scrambling quarterback running around, which McSorley is, which kind of worries me, but I think we'll be able to beat them. But then Indiana, I think we're at Indiana this year, so that's a trap game because they always play us hard. I think we went into overtime with them maybe last year.
Multiple times.
Yeah, we always win it.
So like New Year's 6 playoffs. What do we think?
I think we're gonna make the playoffs. Hopefully, we don't get Bama first round, and if we don't get Bama first round, I think we're gonna make it to the national championship. But if we have to play Bama, that would be a pretty tough game.
What about you? Same.
No, I think we're gonna win out pretty easily until we get to the Big Ten championship, and I think Iowa's gonna make it. And we always struggle against Iowa. Last 2 years ago, we lost on a missed field goal. Ross and I were
That was at Iowa.
Ross and I were
This is
outside
a neutral field. I think we'll
playing
stop on
basketball
neutral
during the
field.
game to keep our minds off it. But I think Iowa will be our toughest challenge to make to the playoffs. And then when we get to the playoffs, I hope we get Notre Dame so we get a rematch. And then hopefully Bama and then Natty. It's the goal.
Thoughts on the rest of the Lions season?
I'm saying 9-3. I think we'll lose one of our last 5 games.
Wisconsin.
We play Wisconsin yet at home. Then we got Maryland and Rutgers.
Rutgers is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, we should. But I'm saying 9-3 and maybe a Citrus Bowl appearance or something.
Foster
Foster
Farms,
Farms.
Boston College.
I thought that was a pinstripe.
Pinstripe.
Pinstripe
Bowl.
Bowl.
We'll play a Duke or something. Pinstripe.
All right. We're gonna transition into some Mifflin County talk. These boys were all on a Mifflin County All-Star team. So, talk about your memories from that.
Well, that year I went to Disney World, so I didn't show up till the state championship game.
Wow.
So, I think I played in districts, didn't I?
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah. Well, we won districts
I
against.
thought you were some of the state games too. You left early.
No, he was there for the last game.
Nah, I wanted to play, but my mom made me go to Disney World for a softball tournament.
What'd you guys do? Didn't you guys lose to the team that won it all?
Yeah, we beat Broomball and Newton in
Pool
pool
play.
play, and then we lost to them in the state championship.
And they won it all.
Yeah, they won.
They won the World
That
Series.
World Series that year. So that's tough.
Butch Bender was one of your coaches, right?
13.
That was
13-year-olds.
Yeah, he didn't coach 15-year-old year.
Who coached 15s?
Freddie Zook.
Fred and
R.I.P.
Bill.
Marshall. R.I.P. Fred, yeah. And
I think Bill Corbin did too, didn't he?
Yeah, Bill Corbin did.
Legends.
And Bender.
And Don Attic.
Yeah, my dad was in there too. Yeah. What Bender was there? Wasn't Bender our first base coach? Craig
No.
Bender.
That was 14-year-old year.
That was
Because he about fought
No,
that
Marshall was our first base coach. Sometimes Kagan, depending on the.
Nah, Kagan was a bad girl.
Talk about the best memory from that season.
My best memory from the 15-year-old season, I don't know what game it was, but me and Deuce would always screw around turning two and like that or fielding practice, and we were always getting some sweet ones. And one time he got a ball, he just gave me a nice little flip, barehanded. We turned two pretty nice. Everyone was yelling at me. Everyone was yelling at me except for Don Attic. Don Attic loved it. He was.
Got him fired up.
Got everyone.
Oh yeah, the crowd was going nuts.
I remember Trent had
warm ups.
had the frog quote highly, and I missed like every single game to the state championship. I didn't play, so I sat beside quote the whole game.
Kept him company.
Talk about that fight.
That was
I
cool.
like
that
that
was
to
that was we won the states, and then we were in regionals in New York.
Well, that was when we were 14.
14,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was. I was batting and it was raining a little bit. Rain was coming down hard, and I swung and missed at one. The catcher said something to me. Next pitch was so he threw it outside or something. It was a umpire called a ball. Catcher said that was a strike. He was jawing with me pretty much that whole bat. Then the umpire came out and called it for rain. And then he was walking off the field. The catcher gave me a shoulder, and I said, "Whoa, what the hell?" I got on his face. It was intense, yeah. But I came back in the dugout. All my teammates are quiet as hell. I thought I'd get you guys fired up or something. You guys were going.
No, Marshall was ready to fight.
Ross was in there chewing his nails.
I thought he was.
Everyone, it was just, yeah. It was,
What about speaking of Quill, what about the Jimmy story
what?
with Trent? And,
It's a frog, Jimmy.
It's a frog, Jimmy.
Yeah, they were calling out our names, and Trent came out and put Quilt on the line. And
No, he put him on home plate.
was it on home?
Yeah.
All right, put it on home, and team we were playing, Valley, had a guy that Trent wrestled, Jimmy Hoffman. And Jimmy yelled over at Trent, and he said, "Trent, what is that thing?" "It's a frog, Jimmy." He looked over at me, I just started losing.
All right, let's talk of some backyard sports. These guys were also all in the Swamp Mallards Y League. The cameraman, Noah, he was a part of that team. Rough season.
Oh,
We had a couple close ones, but could never pull them out.
No.
I missed the buzzer beater. I think I missed
Two.
two buzzer beaters.
Back-to-back game.
But that one game, wow.
Well, I mean, the one.
You were just draining them.
Yeah,
I think that was
we
only
beat
Shawty
Seth Wagner's team though. That's a big pickup for us.
Shout out, Bald.
yeah, that was Peyton.
Good
Ball.
shout out, Ball.
We needed a big body. We needed Peyton all year. We'd probably won a couple more.
But,
Can we talk BBFL?
hold up, brother. Attic, he got a wiffle ball tournament championship at my Grams. Him, Trent, and Hardsock. We play a lot of wiffle ball.
Yeah.
But recently we played a big football game under the lights at Underhill Stadium.
Truck lights, big LEDs plugged in.
It was
It was
intense.
pretty sweet.
Oh, it was
It
real.
was wet, raining.
But
Yeah, the conditions were a little rough, but it was.
Especially
It was
wearing
there.
sneakers.
This guy came out in cleats.
Yeah,
He
Ross had
juking
cleats on
everyone
for the
out.
full
I said, hey,
first
wait, you
half.
got to change that.
I ask everyone this same question that comes in here to MC Small Talk. Favorite places to eat in Mifflin County?
Point store.
Point
No
store,
doubt.
Fagos and Hoagies for
Fagos.
Ross.
I got a cheesesteak today.
Oh.
My mom wanted to edit my Bitmoji, and I said, no way. I said, you buy me a cheesesteak, and we got a deal.
Yeah, I agree. Point store, Ross definitely got the cheesesteak off me though.
Shout out Belltown.
Yeah, I did get the
Definitely stole it off
cheesesteak.
me.
Yeah.
Where else do I like to eat?
Well, it's not Mifflin County,
do
but
like
they
the
go on
Wilderness.
Buffalo Wild Wings strip.
Buffalo Wild Wings all the
yeah.
time, but not Mifflin County. The Wilderness is pretty good.
Attic. What do you like? Smitty's Barn and Grill.
I'd probably go to Vince's.
Vince's.
I like their pizza. Their cheesesteaks are good as heck. I like him.
Well,
But I do. I mean,
you don't go out to eat much.
Nah,
You'll stop through Burger King.
yeah, fast food. Fast food's usually my favorite.
I do like Burning Burger King.
But yeah, Vince's,
we go through there.
I
a
do
lot.
like Vince's. Yeah.
Well, to close the show up, I got some random names, and you just give an opinion on them. First up, Hayden Halbert.
Halbrecht.
I know he's a big Penn State fan. Because he tweet at you like he wanted to come here? No, he gave you the score. Didn't
No, that was Hayden Snook. But he is a big Penn State fan.
Halbrecht always tweets at me on Twitter about Michigan, Penn State things. He has a nice Jeep. Hangs out with Fisher all the time.
Oh, he's the kid that played us in golf with Harriman.
Yeah, he did play us in
Yeah,
golf
they
one
beat
time.
us,
They
yeah.
beat us. It was a rough day for us.
It was Hayden Albert.
Yeah. Brain Treasure.
Jabari. That's what we used to go by at basketball when I was a freshman. He was on Team Jabari Parker. He's a big Duke fan. We call him Jabari Parker. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's fun.
What about you?
I like Treaser. Knows a lot about sports. His dad's pretty involved in the Mifflin County sports, so shout out to his dad. He does a good job.
Brent Treaster.
Brent does a good time, or Brett does a good time helping Tish out. Always a cool guy, but yeah, Treaser. Ship graduate, coaches basketball down at Juniata Valley, so shout out to Treaser.
I was going to say about his dad.
All right.
But they beat us in the Swan Mallard League.
Yeah, they did. That was a
He
close
was there,
game.
Yeah.
Austin Herring.
He was... Oh, is he going?
Whoever.
Oh, he was our right fielder for Belltown. He made some good plays out there.
I call him Rats.
What do you call him?
Rats.
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 What
Yeah,
was his... What was
because he had a rat tail.
What was his dad's
Yeah.
name? His doctor when he told me about the Lyme's disease.
What?
About you
Yeah.
get if he said that
What's
if you get Lyme's disease, everything you taste tastes like limes.
And he
Of
believed
course he
it,
believed
dude.
it.
That's good.
That's good.
That's
That's good
good.
content.
Oh yeah, but Herring, good Belltown memories.
That's good.
He played in the Classic. I forget who his partner was, but they lost. Did they play us?
I was in
second year?
Montana that.
All right, then they played me and Jared. Probably tough loss, but he was there.
I don't really talk to him much. He's a good guy. Good guy.
Jim Rhodes.
I know he likes Michigan. That's
That's all I know.
he dated Sherwood's sister, ex-boyfriend.
All right,
I think
yeah.
it was coming.
Mara Rhodes, his brother. I love Jim. Still talk to him. We go to hockey games and all Michigan sporting events all the time. We used to game. I used to stay up at like 3 a.m. playing Black Ops 2 with him. We got all my guns gold and stuff. So he's a cool guy. I like
You don't know
Jim.
Jim.
All I know is a Michigan's fan.
You know Brain Cobb, though. Brain Guy.
He's funny as hell. He's good. He's a friend of mine. He's good. He's a good guy.
Good guy.
Kybie. He's hilarious. He's already golf. He thinks he's better than what he is.
He goes out, swings him around.
He likes it. He likes to swing.
I don't think I've ever beat him in golf before. I think every time we play them, they always pull it out against us.
Pretty
I
good
played
at
him
Fortnite.
like 3 times.
What about Andrew Larson?
Caddy.
Look at it.
They play.
Oh my
We play a
goodness.
lot of golf together.
I just remember the time we were golfing the one time and he tried running Ike over on the golf cart. That was my most vivid memory of it.
Oh, cats. I got a lot of memories with cats.
Yeah, we don't have time for all.
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk about some of them, but worked at Ray's Landscaping.
Shout Rays.
We had some fun times there. A couple
All the
videos on
bricks.
Twitter. Yeah.
Another good friend of mine. Funny as hell.
All right.
Everything he does makes you lose it. Just
Cat.
they just funny.
There you have it. Let's get a couple girls in here and then we'll end it. Meredith Lucas.
She's a good girl. Good person.
Good girl.
Good person.
She was my lab partner, I think, my senior year. She did a lot of the work.
She's
so.
very smart.
Yeah, so
She
shout
helped
out
me
to
out
her
a lot of
for
my
that.
work.
Well, shout out her. And finally, Chloe Buchanan. Homecoming partner.
Yes, she's a very nice girl.
That's what she is.
Yeah, she's a good person.
Good person.
Very nice girl, good person.
I don't really know. No.
You graduated with her.
I don't know her.
Well, I knew she went to homecoming with Attic.
No, that's
Yeah,
all you need to know right there.
She's one of the finest broads of 2017. You don't know her, man? Wow, bro. That is, and you don't talk. Are you serious? Well, that concludes MC Small Talk. We're going to have Attic on again. These two dusters will probably be on sometime again, but we have a very special episode with him sometime soon. Stay tuned.
This has been a Happy Rod production.
For me?